Okay. Hey, if you're in here, I can't see the chat. Hold on, I'm on my trying to get live, go live. I'm on my tablet. I've never gone live, so on my tablet. So I got to figure out how to see the chat. I don't know if I can. Hold on. The screen is huge. If you're in here, give me 1 second. I'm trying to go. I go live on this tablet, but I've never used my tablet before, so I can't see the chat. Let me go grab my. Hold on, I got my phone right here. I got my phone right here. We'll do this. We'll do it this way. Let's pull it up on the. Put my volume down here. Let's see. Let's go to my channel. Here we go. See? Got y'all. I don't know who's here. Let me see. Hey, if you guys are here, type something in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Oh, there we go. Now I can see the chat. If you guys are here, drop me a message. Let me know if you can hear me. Hey, Mom. Hello. My mom's in here, y'all. What are you doing on YouTube, Mom? Oh, what's up? Hey, y'all. I am doing this right here, bagging fish. So we're simply bagging fish. So I figured, why not? I got the tablet set up and I'll go live. I need a place to put my phone. I can't really see the chat there, but I can see it here. Stop this thing. Can you go grab me my tripod? It's on my desk. The little tripod that has the thing. I'm gonna have to have my wife go get me my stand for my phone because I can't see the chat. The chat pops up, but it doesn't stay on the tablet where I can see it. It just pops up, so it just pops up when somebody says something. So I figured, why not? What's up, Prisoner Prophet? How's the road, man? Yeah. Okay, there we go. The wife coming in clutch. Got the phone stand. Let me get my phone up here so I can get this to where I can read the chat on my phone. Yeah, baby. Figure, why not? If I'm going to be working, I got a couple more hours of bagging fish for this expo. Might as well come hang out with y'all. Or y'all hanging out with me, really? So that I can try to get some of these watch hours we need. All right, just bear with me, y'all. I'm getting this set up now. All right, let me put this down here where I can read it. We're setting up. I'm not in the exact good place for this, but you know, I'm in a fish room. So, simple. I'm bagging up baby Plecos. So, got a bag, got a little piece of filter foam. What this does is this will help absorb the ammonia while they're sitting in the bag all day. Kind of like I got a fish expo, Joe the Bread Man. So, I'll be selling. I have a table, a vendor. So, what I do is scoop up about halfway of this little container, about halfway of water. I got a little tank. Let me show y'all. I got a little tank with the guy set up right here. Well, you can't really see it. It's hard to see this camera. But I've got a tank next to me. I went ahead and pulled them out of my big tank. And so I got a little net one of the little boogers up. Put them in that little container with the water. And then, here's the secret. Okay, these bags only have a 4-inch opening. Funnel, baby. Auto zone. I stick the funnel right there. I've got the little baby in there. Y'all can see him. Little baby Pleco. Sometimes they come out, sometimes they don't. Most of the times they do. Boom. He is now in the bag. See him? And then, simply bag and go. That's what I'm doing for the next couple hours. So I got at least 50 of these bad boys to do. I've already done like 20. So I'm taking I want to take at least 50 of them. So I don't want to run out. The show is from, well, the VIPs can come in at 10:30 a.m. and then the show starts at 11, from 11 to 4, I believe. So I don't want to run out too early, but I obviously don't want to bring them all back either. So I just don't want to run out like, 2-3 hours in and have 2 or 3 hours where I could have made sales. So I'm taking probably more than I really need to, but they say I can always bring them back and stick them back in the tank. So they'll be good for a day in these bags. So they've got plenty of air. That little, like I said, that little piece of filter, what that does is when they poop, it'll help keep the ammonia out of the bag. So just a little secret, I paid like $3. I paid $3 for the, I'll be listing these on eBay, Joe. I know, I got a lot of stuff to list on eBay. This week right now, though, has been focused right here on this. I'm taking about $1,000 worth of stuff tomorrow to this show. So if I sell out, I'll make over $1,000. So, like I said, selling out's the dream, but it doesn't always happen. But I also sell on, we have an app called the Band app. So it's like it's like eBay for animals. So you can sell live animals and stuff on there. So that's what I'm doing for the next couple hours. What I do is I got a tub of them right here, so I'm just bagging. I got all my bags set up, so all my bags are pre-set up with the little piece of filter in them. So all I got to do is scoop my water out. I've got a 20-gallon trash can with fresh dechlorinated water that's got stress enzyme in it, so that it's called stress-free. So it'll help keep them calm while they're in this water. And I say it's easy. I prepped for this already so that I didn't have to go find these. Like I said, I've got a big grow out tank right here in front of me, but I just put them in this little tank. I took out the ones that are big enough to sell and put them in this little tank, so I don't got to go chase them around. I can just bag them and go, baby. Joe, you got a lot of stuff to list. That collection you bought, I'm jealous. I ain't gonna lie. That entire collection you just bought, I'm jealous. That is right up my alley right there. I need to find one of those. I got some people looking out for stuff like that for me, but. Hey Dante, where are you at right now? I seen you're up by the mountains. Are you near California or are you up north? I seen you were with mountains that almost look like Big Bear, but I could be wrong. I know you was somewhere on the road, but I didn't remember where you're at. I didn't catch where you were at. So yeah, if you guys are just coming in, like I said, I'm just bagging fish. Get ready for a show tomorrow. I already bagged 20 bags of plants. So plants, believe it or not, those 20 bags took me a bit because I had to pull them out of the tank. I had to clip them and prep them and then bag them. So they took a little bit of time. I still got more plants I could take. I'm actually trying to clean out one of my tanks, so it's like a jungle in there. But I can see my Pea Puffers now. But I still got there's probably at least 40 more plants in there that I could take with me if I really wanted to. But I'm not stressing it. I got some people, like I said, I can sell these. I'll be selling these on eBay as well. So after this show, I'll be making some listings on eBay, because I breed these baby Plecos. So since I breed them, I just have one breeding pair, but I'm actually going to get another type of breeding pair. So these are L144 Blue Eye Lemon, but I want to get a pair of Bristlenose. I want to get a pair of Super Reds to breed those. They'll sell for a little bit more money. So if you guys are just joining, I see there's one other person in the chat, because one of those people is me. because I'm on my phone as well so I can see the chat. So if you're in the chat, I'm just bagging up fish, getting ready for an expo and hanging out. Figured I'd go live now that eBay has, or YouTube has let me go live on my phone or mobile device. So, oh, not, yeah, I bet you see, I seen that first load you got. I can imagine how much stuff she got. You said he was getting ready to open up a store, wasn't he? Or he had all the stuff to open up a store? That's crazy. That's like a find of the century right there. Like, I would be in heaven. That's right up my alley. All those sports figures, collectible stuff. I could go through that stuff for days. And I tell you what, sport cards are so easy to list. Woo! I had my first bag leak. That didn't go right. Woo! That sucked. Good thing I have waterproof floors because that bag just popped all over me. I don't know how it popped though. Well, all right, buddy, you get to go back in your, you get to go back in the bag or back in here for now. Put you back in here and get a new bag. Bound to happen. Well, this bag just, I don't know. Maybe I twisted it too tight. That thing popped. Never had one of these bags pop, but we just did now. So like I said, good thing I have I have waterproof floors. Which is another thing I love. Let me go get a towel real quick. Let me find a towel so I can at least wipe it up. That bag popped right on my lap. That bag just, my shorts are soaked. Woo! If you guys are in the chat, what's going on? Say what's up. I see a couple more of you come in. I'm just bagging fish. That's what I'm doing. I'm just bagging fish for a show. That's it. Bagging for a fish show. Fish Expo tomorrow. If you guys are hanging out with me, I appreciate it. Prison of Profit, my man. Dante, where you at, Dante? I know you on the road, but where you at? I've seen the mountains. Are you like up north? Are you California? Or, because those look like Big Bear Mountains, but I could be mistaken. Utah, okay. Nice. I've never been to Utah, but I plan on changing that. I'm planning on going to a lot of places real soon. We're trying to buy a house right now, so that is our #1 priority goal right now, is to do that in 2 years, and then in the process, at the same time, we want to get an RV and do some traveling. But there's a bunch of states that we want to knock out. We got family on both coasts, so we could go pretty much anywhere. We got family up near Chicago. I got my dad in Chicago, my brother's in Kentucky. My wife's from New York, so she's got a lot of family up that way. So we definitely want to do some traveling. So I'm jealous of what you're doing right now, because I'd love to be on the road, man. Especially thrifting. Woo! Might have to do it this summer. Maybe I'll do it this summer. Maybe I'll make a trip, because I still got kids in North Carolina. So maybe I'll make a trip out there, a road trip or something, with the wife and kids, and we'll. Yeah, Joe scored, Dante. He freaking scored. Like, woo! He's got a Facebook. He just started his YouTube channel, but you should see what he's got. His Facebook, he showed us pictures. Dante, I'm telling you, it is a collector's dream. Joe be finding all kinds of deals. He makes me jealous, but he also motivates me too, because I'm still out there looking. One day I want to hit one of his mother loads, because he scores some crazy finds. Crazy. And his organization is insane. He'd like to tell you he's got to get things organized. No, he's organized. He's got his stuff on lock. He has got his stuff on lock. I'll be like Joe one day. I get there. I need to start doing like you, Dante, getting them pallets, man. But like I said, we're renting this house for another 2 years. And I've got plenty of space, but I don't have space to get a pallet right now. I'd love to get a pallet, but I just don't have the space. I'd like to get a Lowe's pallet or a Home Depot pallet. I'd love to get a whole pallet of Ryobi tools. Well, the problem is I wouldn't freaking be selling it. I'd be using it. Another fishy in the bucket. Let's go. Ooh, I'm making a mess. I'm glad these floors are waterproof. Boy, my wife would kill me if they weren't. I spill more water in this little fish room area. I'm gonna do a video Sunday on the fish room. I'm gonna do a little tour because people have been asking for it since I got my tank rack all set up, but I gotta do clean tanks. I just had some guppies born this morning. Like, shoot, there's like at least 30 of them in there. 30 new babies in there this morning. So I gotta clean. Sundays is my tank cleaning day, so I'm gonna clean the tanks, and then I'm gonna do a quick little tour of what I got going on in the fish. I call it the fish room, but it's really a rack, but my fish rack. But it's a rack of money. That's what I look at it. It's a rack of money. My baby Pleco tanks I've got over $2,000 worth of babies right there in that one tank alone. My guppies are still breeding. I just got babies in every tank now. Every tank now has got some babies, but some have got more than others because I've got more females that are pregnant. But like the one tank only has one male and one female, so I think there's 3 babies in there right now. But she'll have another batch here soon. She should be popping again. Those are my half black red roses. So that's the finish. There's another baby right there. There's $15 in a bag right there. That little joker right there. And my Plecos, these Plecos they can have anywhere from 100 to 200 eggs at a time, and they'll breed every month if I wanted them to. If I put them together, the reason I got so many babies right now is because they had back-to-back batches and I didn't realize it. I had a batch that was coming out of the cave, and then there was another set of eggs in there that I didn't realize were in there, so I ended up with a crap load, man. I'm down from Florida. I got family in Florida. My uncle's in St. Pete, so I'm down. I got plenty of people in Florida. I got a lot of people in Florida to come see. We went on a cruise out of Miami a couple years ago. Me and the wife did. I have no problems coming to Florida, and neither does she. I'm gonna do like Dante. I'm gonna make a trip around the United States. Get out of there. Sometimes these guys don't like to slide out. Like, come on, follow the water, little boy. Or little girl, I don't know. These aren't sexed, so I don't know. These aren't old enough to sex them yet. All right, I see 5 people, but I only see 2 people typing. Who else is in here? Who else we got in here? Who else is sneaking in the background? Come on, don't be shy. We're just hanging out. I'm bagging up fish for an expo. Don't be shy. I'm just trying to rack up some watch hours. I need just under 3,000 more watch hours. I'm only at 1,000, so I got to get to that 4,000 so we can unlock some more goodies. So that I can unlock them super chats so I can start raising money for the Semper Fi Fund. And we can start helping other YouTubers and resellers. I got some big things coming. The money's nice, but I just want a plaque. I just want that 100,000. I want that plaque Josh just got qualified for. That's all I want. The money's just extra. I want that silver play button on my wall. I want that more than a dang degree. Yeah, Dante, facts, baby. Spitting them facts. So I figured now they finally, Dante, they finally let me go live on my phone. So that was holding me back because, I mean, I've got a webcam, but it's easier. I can set up a live on in my dining room at the dining room table and put my backdrop behind me and not be sitting in my bedroom with my wife, looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, she thinks I'm crazy anyway. But I can actually go live and not disturb her. Let's catch another. Come here, little baby. Come here. I'm so glad I put these guys in this tank earlier. It makes catching them a lot easier. That big 20-gallon. The only problem, I separated them because some of them in that tank are just a little bit too small to sell. They're right on the border, but let me get my funnel. I'll tell you what, this funnel, best $4 I spent. Pour them in and go. They go right down in the hole. So I got, hopefully if I sell out, I'm going to buy my new camera this weekend. So I'm going to go buy a new Canon M50. And I got to get my new mic. My new mic's been not so rough with the fish. That'll be all right. These little jokers are hardy, man. They're hardy. I tell you what, these guys are a lot easier to catch than the guppies, man. I got endlers too. Them endlers are so small. Them jokers are, whew, they'll run all around the tank, be chasing them. So I got a bigger net. They can't get away from the big net. These guys are easy to catch. I just put the big net under the filter, pick the filter up, and 30 of them drop into the net. Yeah, these little jokers right here, they're hardy, man. They are hardy. There's another one. Money, money, money. I'm gonna need another tub. This tub's getting full. Oh man. Yeah. Hanging out, doing some fish. Getting some fish. Come here, little guy. Whoop, got you. Yeah. You're mine, buddy. But yeah, Dante, like we talked about, I'm definitely down to go do some lives. I got to get on some other people's lives too. But then, like I said, I know I'm going to go live, I think Sundays, and scratch lottery tickets. So I'm going to do that every Sunday because I got like 4 different groups I got to kind of try to do a live for. I got my reseller groups. I've got my sport card people. I've got my lottery people. And then I'm going to have my crafting entrepreneur people. So I'm not going to be able to do a live for each one of them, but I definitely, it's like Sundays, I want to go live for scratching lottery tickets. I'm definitely going to go live for that sometime on Sunday. That'll be an easy day to do it. I reached out to the Flippin' Sports guy to see if he wanted to like team up and do lives on each other's channel, kind of build each other's channel, watch hours, and all that good stuff. I know he's got a live on Fridays, but I'm going to be putting together a like a YouTubers fantasy football league. Do like low entry, like $25 a person, and then get a plaque for the winner plus cash for like first, second place, or first through third. I don't know how I'm gonna do it yet, but just to have a little fun. But then do a live stream on like Tuesdays to recap the sports week, recap football week, recap the fantasy league and stuff like that. So I'm tossing around some ideas of stuff to go and get a good schedule down. But I gotta get some more. I gotta upgrade my equipment too. So I've been doing okay on eBay. I haven't really been grinding as much as I probably should on eBay, just because I've been doing a lot with the fishing, or this fish project is taking up a lot of time. But I've been sourcing. I just haven't been listing. So I got to do some videos. Got to do some reselling videos. Come here. I'm getting low on fish in this tank, so they would outrun me right now. Come here, little feller. In the tank you go. In the tank you go. No, get out. There, get out. See, every now and then they stick to the bottom. Get out. Okay. I'm gonna have to manually get you out. There we go. See the little guy right there? There you go. Oh, I got plenty of sourcing. Sourcing's not bad here. Just I haven't gone to as many places as I probably can. I've been trying to hit the different Goodwills and flea markets around me to kind of get a good feel of what stuff they have and what they don't have. But I mean, I'm surrounded by, I'm right in the middle of Dallas-Fort Worth. I'm in Arlington, so I got plenty of places. I just haven't like, I've looked on Facebook Marketplace, and we got out to a few yard sales when because we just moved back here in June. We got out to some yard sales a little bit last year, but whoa, far north life, what is going on? You're in Canada or Alaska, right? You're way up north, aren't you? I'm just bagging some fish. I got a fish expo tomorrow. Wife's telling me I got to be quiet because people are sleeping. You hear that? So I can't even get no. So I'm just bagging fish, hanging out, and yeah, far north. I know you're up there. So nothing excited, but since YouTube decided to let me finally go live on mobile, I figured why not while I'm sitting here, because I'm gonna be here I got at least probably 25, 30 more of these little boogers to bag up. So I figure why not go live and see if some people want to come hang out and get me a little bit of watch time. I won't get much, but bored today? I'm sorry. Get in there. I've been doing this since I started bagging plants about, let's see, what time is it now? 10:30. I started bagging plants at like about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Did that for about an hour. It took me about an hour to bag them up. And then I got 20 bags of plants bagged up because I had to pull them out of the tank, clip them, trim them if they were too big, and then bag them. So there's 40 plants in 20 bags, 2 in each bag. So 20 bags of plants, and then I'm gonna have at least 50 of these L144 Blue Eye Lemon Plecos. I'm taking at least 50, but I think I might take some more because I don't want the show is about 5 hours long. I know I'm being optimistic. I don't want to sell out too early and then miss out on like too much time, but then again, I don't want to bag too many and have to come home and unbag them. But yeah, it's like a swap meet for anything fish. We're gonna have both freshwater, and so I'm gonna go live tomorrow. Now that I can do this on my phone, I'm gonna go live tomorrow from the Fish Expo at some point and kind of give you all a live tour. But yeah, it's like a swap meet or like a flea market where a bunch of vendors come in, bring fish tanks, anything. We have some reptile people. There's some people that breed like worms. They breed food. Some of them, one guy just does driftwood, so he brings he's got like a table full of driftwood. So everybody brings the stuff, and then people come, and this one's a pretty big one. We did it at like almost like a mini convention center. So there's 47 vendors, and we're charging people $5 a piece to get in, and we had to pay $50 for the table. So not too bad. But it's all indoors. It's at a place that has a bar, so they have food and drinks, so people will be able to get something to drink. But yeah, it's fun. They're gonna have saltwater, freshwater, a little bit of everything. I'm in Texas. I'm in Arlington, Texas. But I'm part of the Dallas-Fort Worth Aquatics Association, and that we put these on we pretty much put them on monthly for the most part. COVID kind of put a few restrictions on it, but once the governor kind of eased up, I mean, we eased the mask mandate, but most places, I have never been anywhere yet that isn't requiring a mask, so we're still requiring masks down here. And we'll have masks at the Expo, so. Absolutely my same thought process with sports, and I'm going to do local food analyzing at restaurants. I'm also going to show my bread routes. Oh, heck yeah, Joe, you got a lot of stuff going on. You got a lot of good stuff that's my channel. I've got a little bit of everything. So, you know, I've never been to Alaska. Me and my wife have it on our bucket list. We want to take an Alaskan cruise. So we want to definitely go up there, but we have one of her high school or college teammates is up in Canada somewhere. Or she was in Canada. I don't know if she's still there now, but she came down for our wedding from Canada and brought us some Canadian maple syrup. So Alaska is a place I definitely have on my to-do list. But yeah, Joe, definitely. I mean, like I said, some people try to say, oh, well, you've got to stick within a niche. Well, that's why I changed my name, because my channel originally was set up for my t-shirt crafting business. It was Timo Designs. If you go back to some of my very first videos on the channel, you'll see my Timo Designs. I still have that company, if you want to call it. I'm redoing it because I'm about to launch. I'm about to relaunch that branding. I'm going to change the name to something more that kind of relates to this channel name. But I'm going to launch the brand, but I'm going to bring it to this channel too. So I didn't want to, because I dabble in a little bit of everything, I didn't want this channel to be just about one specific thing. Now, what I am going to do though is once this channel gets monetized, I'm going to break off my lottery ticket scratching over to its own, to a solo channel, only because that particular audience, they really just strictly, pretty much for the most part, they're all about those lotteries. So if I have a standalone lottery channel, then that'll be a specific audience that I can grab, or that will focus on that channel. So once I get this one monetized, I plan on launching that channel. It'll be like Scratching with Jarhead or something. It'll be affiliated, but separate, so that I can bring that over. But I don't want to. I'm not going to I don't want to stick my channel to just one thing. I do too much. Like I wouldn't be able to cover. I'd be bored. Plus, I have ADHD, so I don't stick with one thing for very long to begin with. Like I bounce around a lot. So having multiple things, sometimes I get bored with eBay because I'm not 100% dependent on it. I do run it as a business, and I do it, I take it serious, but I don't. Like, I think my 90-day total was like $3,000. So, and I have tons of stuff to list. I just, I've been focusing on investing, setting up me and my wife's Roth IRAs. We've been focusing on paying down bills and getting the budget strict because we're trying to buy a house. So, that's been kind of more focused. And I just kind of list, I probably list a few days a week. I definitely list like right now, I've just been listing sport cards because I'm working on setting up, because I moved my office out of my office into my bedroom. So I'm confined with the amount of space I have now compared to where I had a whole room. So I'm building I'm going to build a shipping station / photography table. And that will help me out a lot because it'll get me a little more organized for taking pictures and stuff and speed up the process. Plus, we'll be getting the new camera. When I get the new camera, I'll be able to just mass photograph and just photograph, and then list. Like right now, I list off my phone. So, like I said, I can list a sport card in less than 60 seconds. So it's real easy, At the most, I'm taking maybe 4 or 5 pictures. You look up the card, look up sold comps, sell similar. You know, pretty much the title's there. I'll change the title if I want to change the title up a bit. I put my shipping info based on the price of the card. If it's under 20 bucks, I already have a special shipping, a special, shipping policy for it. I click on that, boom, done, put the listing price. If it's an auction, I've been listing my sport card auctions on just Sundays, but what I thought about doing now is Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, just try to list 10 a day so that I'm listing 30 new auctions a week, so that way my whole thought process on that is they'll end during the weekend, and then hopefully they've paid and I'll ship them out on Monday. So that way the auctions, some people do auctions every day. I just don't want, if I can get a regular so that those I know will end during the weekend, hopefully they pay, and then I can ship those all out on Monday. But I definitely got to get, once I get everything built and in place and get my garage reorganized, then life will be a lot better, and I'll be grinding. I'll get back hitting eBay hard again. But just right now, I mean, right now with us being into the fish expo season, and I got plenty of babies, so this is kind of easy money. But like I said, I'm going to add these to eBay as well. So like these I'll be able to list because I'll have them all the time pretty much. I just dumped that in there without putting a baby in there. I was like, wait a minute, there's no fish in there. Hold on. See, get doing two things at once. Come here. There we go. Now we got one in there. Make sure I did that. Yeah. But so far north, what's it like? I mean, Alaska, I know like they have some weird like daylight hours. Like you guys have only X amount of hours of sunlight. Is that like a thing right now? I know it's certain times of the year, but I know there's certain times where you like have daylight like all the time. Get over that, Joe. Like, who cares? Like, I know I don't have I have a bad voice, but we're our worst critics. So, like, if I hear myself, I'm like, nah. So I've heard people, oh, you got a great speaking voice, da da da. I mean, I hear myself talking. It's one thing. I sound totally different when I listen to myself back on the recordings, but who cares? Like, just do your thing, man. You're going to get people that hate you. You're going to get people that like you. You're going to get people that want to talk bad about. Who cares? Like, I just embrace them all. Because guess what? If they interacted with your channel in any way, they're helping your channel, whether they like it or not. If they leave you a bad comment, they leave you a thumbs down, they're helping the algorithm regardless. So I just talk nice back to them and keep going. If they get too crazy, yeah, I'll block. I've blocked a couple just because you can tell they're like definitely spammers, or they're definitely like, you know, they're just out to get you. But and those people are out there, but who cares? Like, I'm doing YouTube just to help others. That was my whole goal. My whole goal was to have fun. It was something I wanted to do for a while. It took me a good better part of 3 to 4 years, but oh, I got 2 Pea Puffers, Steve. I got 2 little Pea Puffers. I'm about to add some more. These right here are that I'm bagging up right now are L144A blue-eyed lemon Plecos. That's what I'm bagging up right now. But the plants that I'm selling are overgrown in my Pea Puffers tank. So I had some jungle val I put in there, and they took over. But my Pea Puffers love it. But I can never find them because they're so dang small. But yes, I love me some of my Pea Puffers. They are great. They keep the snail population down. Mine leave me a pile of snails in the corner. They put all the empty shells in the corner. I don't know if they're like trophy in it, like showing me their trophies or what, but yeah, I want to get me some more Pea Puffers. I need to put this out on Facebook so people know I'm live. I mean, I figured I'm going to be doing this for a couple hours. Let me see how many I got left to hit 50. Because 50 was my original goal. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 more to go. So that means we've got 33 of them bagged up. So I'm taking at least 50, man. Taking at least 50 to this show. But yeah, Joe, like I said, who cares about the void? Just go with it. Like I said, I'm doing this to have fun. It was a bucket list. Something I've always wanted to do. I watched YouTube for years. Just never, when I was active duty, I really should have done it when I was active duty, but I didn't. While I was active duty, because I had a lot of cool stuff I could have covered while I was active duty on deployments and stuff like that. But I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't know what to do. Plus, I could have done it before you had to have the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. But I could have been monetized a long time ago. But they still didn't. Even the ones that were monetized before they put those in place. Those people still had to get those numbers before they were monetized. But just do you, man. That's all I'm doing. If people don't like it, they don't have to watch me. They're not gonna hurt my feelings. They're not gonna hurt my feelings at all. I said I'm on here to help. I want to help other people. I've been doing business type stuff since I was in 7th grade. I was hustling candy out of my locker and my backpack. So yeah, I want to build a little box. Like I bought these 2 little lights, these 2 little tabletop LED lights. They're pretty cool off of Amazon. I think I got them for like 40 bucks. I want to make a little box, like a box. But when I build this shipping table, it's going to be a shipping photography. I'm going to put the backdrops. I'm going to get like just one of those, wooden backdrops. Hold on, I gotta start a new container. I filled up my thing. Thrifty Junker, what's up? Uh-oh. It's Dina, right? I'm bad with names. So if I messed it up, I apologize, but I'll get it. Perfect. Sweet. How are you doing? I'm just bagging fish, as you see in the title. I've got that fish expo you all heard me talking about earlier, and I'm just bagging up my fish. Getting ready for tomorrow, so I don't have to get up early and do it in the morning. Come here. Come here. But they finally are letting me go live mobile, so come on, get out of there. There you go. Uh-oh. He's not doing too hot. Let me see. There he goes. He wasn't doing too hot. There he goes. There you go. So, yeah. So I figured while I'm doing this, I'll be doing this for, I probably got a good hour or so, at least more to bag. So I figured I'd go live, and if people come to hang out, cool. If not, it'll be something they can watch later or not. But figure if I get anybody in here, then that'll be better. I just got to work on these watch hours. I'm trying to reach out to a couple different people and see if I can set them up. I want to do a few live streams with a couple people. I'm trying to get it like teamed up with somebody that we can like alternate channels. So I reached out to the Flippin' Sports guy to see if he was interested, because me and him have pretty much the same interests. I mean, we sports, thrifting, reselling. So, and we had talked about, he liked the idea. I'm going to do a YouTuber fantasy football league, so I'm getting ready to set all that up so we can get it set up in ahead of time. But I want to start doing these live streams now so I can get these watch hours and get monetized so that I can start helping other people some more. But yeah, so kind of boring right now. Who else we got in here? Is it just Joe and Thrifty? Because I know one of these people that's in here is me. Because I'm on my phone. Because on my iPad for some reason I can't see. I can see the chat when it pops up, but I can't. I've never used it for going live, but I can't see the chat, so I have my phone logged in too. Hey, come here, fishy. Yeah, Steve. They help a lot. I mean, okay. Let's just use an example. If I live stream for an hour, right now I'm live stream for an hour, and there's 10 people that watch that stream, or an average of 10 people, that's 10 hours of watch time. So if you can put a good live stream together and get a good crowd, they help tremendously with watch hours. So I wanted to do live stream anyway, but they're an easier way to build your watch hours up quicker. Because like I said, you know, some of these, I'm a lottery scratcher, so I watch some other lottery scratchers. They'll have 200-300 people in there for an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time. So that right there would be, you know, 250 to 260 hours in one day, because they all count. So as long as each person that stays in that live counts towards that watch time. So it's, you know, it's easier a live stream. People are more adapt to watch a long live stream than a long video. So, you know, I said I definitely want to. I'm going to go live on Sundays and do lotteries, because I scratch lottery tickets. I have a book that I'm going to scratch. I'm actually, now that I can go live on my phone, Sunday I'm going to go live for. I have 75 ticket lottery book that I'm going to scratch live. I'll do the thumbnail tomorrow so people kind of get a heads up. And then Sundays, every Sunday, I plan on doing a live lottery scratching. So, you know, yeah, exactly, Dina. The interaction and you know, being able to bring guests on and stuff like that. So I've been working on my StreamYard, because I'm an overachiever. I like to do transitions and have things pop up and do all that crazy stuff. So I've got graphic design software, so I've been building, like working on my lower thirds and stuff like that, so I can pop up little notices and stuff, and so when I go live, that, you know, people enjoy it, I can get word out, you know, because I plan on doing a lot of stuff. Like right now, I popped up on my community page that I'm trying to help 3 other resellers out with hitting 1,000 subscribers. But yeah, live StreamYard, it's really easy. It really is easy, and they've gotten it. Like, I was using it when it first came out, and it was kind of, you know, it was still in the process. They were still working on a lot of things, but they have made it, I mean, it's awesome. If you go to StreamYard has their own Facebook group. If you go on there, you actually can interact with the people that created StreamYard, and they do live tutorials and stuff like that, and they'll help you out if you're having any issues, like right on the spot. So it's an awesome thing, and they've come a long way. Like when StreamYard first started, you know, they didn't have 1080p, which 1080p is not a big deal, but if you have a higher end camera and, you know, and you want to pay, you have to pay for it. But, you know, if you're trying to stream and have a clearer camera, you know, the 1080p can definitely be, you know, I was going to be using OBS, but with OBS, it's a little hard. I think it's a little harder to bring people on to your live stream. You have to do it a different way, where StreamYard, you just give them a link. So, hey Joe, that's me every day. Every day. I go against the grain. I don't care. I am the grain. And if they get twisted, you know what? You're either going to run to people that are against you or for you. So I tell them, pick a side and let's roll. Either way, you know, get out of my way, because I'm coming through. You know, my wife will tell you, I hate people. I hate people. I don't do politics. I don't vote. I don't do religious things. I don't mess with any of that stuff. It's too much drama, and I got no filter. So that's why one of my lives has got to be late night, because I'm going to have no filter. I'm going to do a no filter live stream. I got to. Just, you know, that'll be like the get to know me kind of thing. Like, shoot, I almost did it again. I almost dumped this in the bag with no fish in here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You're the next contestant on You're Going in a Bag. Let's go. See, little guy. Poor little guy. But, you know, like after 20 years in the Marine Corps, like I said, I do things differently anyway. So, like I said, there's going to be people there's people that I don't like. I won't, you know, there's people I don't like, there's people that don't like me. You know, and that's just the way life is. I don't let it bother me. I don't let it affect me. I just let it push me harder. You know, if they don't like me, they don't have to. They won't hurt my feelings. I don't even have feelings. My wife says I don't have feelings. So, because I always tell her all the time she hurt my feelings. She said, you ain't got no feelings. But, you know, you just got to do you. Just do you. People are going to tell you there's 50,000 ways to do YouTube. 50,000 different ways. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Just do you. Be you. The more natural you are, the better off it is. You know, you can tell who does fake stuff on YouTube. It's real easy. You know, you can tell who's doing fake stuff. I've seen, even in the reseller community, I've seen people that, you know, fake storage units and fake thrift hauls and, you know, just obscene stuff that, you know, you can tell. You know, I'm not saying that there aren't those crazy storage lockers out there, but when you're posting every one, you're finding like gold mines. Come on now. But see, I'll watch them. I keep watching them because then I can really tell that they just prove my point. But like I said, they don't bother me. They do their thing. Let them do their thing. I just don't do it. I try to be as real as possible, like it or not. I'm just gonna be me. I'm trying to help others. I'm not here to really do anything but teach. I like to teach. I spent 3 years in the Marine Corps as an instructor. It was I don't say it was my favorite duty station, but it was close because I did get to teach students how to drive trucks and, you know, pass on. At that point, I had 15 years in the Marine Corps, 2 combat tours in Iraq, so I had a little bit of knowledge I could pass on to these young guys that were taking over as I was getting ready to retire, and that was enough. And I still got some of those students today still message me today. You know, I've been retired since 2013, and they still message me today telling me, you know, thank you for the guidance, thank you for what you taught me in school. One of them is a badass graphic designer. He's an artist, period. He can draw anything, but after he got out of the Marine Corps, he became a tattoo artist, and man, he does some. He's in Orlando. Matter of fact, he's in Florida. He's in the Orlando area. So if you need to get a tattoo, I got you. I will hook you up. This dude can draw anything. I mean, he can draw with a pen, pencil, paintbrush. I mean, he does it digitally on an iPad Pro like I've got right here. I mean, it's insane. Who else we got in the chat? I see Thrifty Junker and Joe. There's a couple more of you hiding. Come on out. Come on out. Say hi. Haha. Recon from the shadows. What is going on, brother? I knew there's somebody else lurking out there. I'm just bagging fish, man. Bagging money. That's money right there. It's 15 bucks coming my way. Get ready for this show in the morning, man. Bag them up, and then hopefully I don't have to bring them home, because then I got to unload them. Unloading them is pretty easy though. I just cut the bags open and pop them back in their home. But I figured, why not? These are blue-eyed lemon plecos, L144s. They are a bristle-nosed pleco, aka algae eater. These stay small, and that's one reason I breed them, is they stay, you see anywhere from max size 4 to 6 inches. The parents of these are about 4.5 inches long. So I have about 250 of these. Do I miss Jacksonville? Oh, Katrina, what is up? Katrina is one of my Uber people. No, I don't miss Jacksonville. I miss Ubering in Jacksonville, but I don't miss Jacksonville. my grandkids are there, and I got my daughter, my stepdaughter's there, and actually two of my daughters are there, and 2 are in Steve's Ferry. I'll be back in North Carolina this summer. Yeah, it's a Plecos, exactly. They classify it as a catfish something, but it's like a Pleco is a Plecos. That's the shorter term word for a Plecos. These guys are, like I said, L144As. They're blue-eyed lemon Plecos. They're like a light yellow with blue eyes. But they have, I have 1 pair of them. I got them I probably got them, I want to say, let's see, I probably had them 6 months, I think. It took them a while to give me my first babies, but girl, you got to go to Courthouse Bay. Courthouse Bay. I'm telling you. And don't tell my secrets out to everybody, but I'm telling you, on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Courthouse Bay, girl. That's where you want to be. That's where you want to be. Courthouse Bay. Katrina's one. For y'all that don't know, I Ubered when I was in North Carolina. When I lived in North Carolina, I Uber. I haven't Ubered since I got here. I might do Uber Eats, but I just don't need to. Like with what I'm doing on eBay and what my wife got a nice pay raise. My wife's a special education teacher, and so the money that she made more here. Now we're paying a lot more in rent here, but we've got a lot bigger house. Plus, all my side hustles bring us good money. But we've paid off all our credit cards already, so it allows me to do what I'm doing, which is everything, a little bit of everything. So I haven't had to do Uber or anything like that here, but the money's there. I am in Arlington, Texas. Yeah, I figured Geiger was going to do that. Yeah, a few of the drivers have reached out to me. They're not even driving anymore. I know my boy Brine. He's not driving right now. He can't because of COVID. Because him and his wife are both have health risks. Nice, Recon. I've got a bass. I bought a bass in July. He was about 2 inches big. He's sitting at about a little over a foot now. I'm about to move him into a 70. He's in a 40-gallon breeder right now, but he's almost outgrown that. Hey, side hustles are where it's at, Katrina. I'm telling you, you guys thought I was kidding. If I was still in Jacksonville, y'all really see some side hustles. But like I said, I'm all about it. I'm all about trying something new too. I'm not afraid. I've had plenty of side hustles in my lifetime. I've decorated cakes. I've done woodwork, which I still do woodwork. I've decorated cakes. I did freaking. I side hustled in school. I sold candy. I sold candy out of my locker and my backpack. But come here, little fishy. But right now, these fish keep me freaking. These fish keep me pretty good. Yeah, my bass, I feed him a dozen minnows twice a week. That bass, he's huge, but he loves it because he ain't got to fight for nothing. He's the only one in the tank, so it's just him. And when I throw those minnows in, man, he goes nuts. He sees the bag and he goes crazy. Yeah, I've been lucky. I ain't caught it. Oh yeah, the money's. Hey, Jacksonville's a gold mine for money, especially Ubering. You just got to be out there hustling. People kept knocking. Me and Brian were killing it, and people couldn't figure out why. It's just a matter of being. You got to know where to go and when to go. I tried to help a couple people, but they wouldn't listen to me. And when the ones that did listen, they learned. Like Brian, I showed Brian a couple things, and me and Brian we were doing over $1,000 a week with no problem, not even sweating. Where are you at, Recon? I want to get into cichlids. I want to do some blue ram cichlids, some smaller cichlids. Because like I said, my fish rack, the biggest tanks I got on my fish rack right now are 20 longs, but I have a 75 that I'm moving the bass into. When I build his stand, I want to move my 20 longs over there, which is I'm going to add another. Oh, Ohio, nice. Ohio, you a Ohio State fan, maybe? We got some crazy fish stores here. I mean, we got people here that sell all kinds of stuff. Some of the guys in our fish association, they're down in South Texas, down near Houston, San Antonio, and they import some crazy fish. I want to get a gar. I fish for gar here. Joe, you can't fake that stuff right there. You can't fake it. You can't fake that. You can't fake finding somebody's collection. Like you're showing it to them. Like you're not saying, hey, look, I found this on the side of the road. You're telling them, look, I bought it. Some of them people in that group, they forget that that's your group. That's your page. They forget that that's your page. Yeah, reservoirs are cool. One of the guys in our association, he's also a YouTuber, Jadrin Aquatics, I think is his name. His name's Jason. I'll introduce him tomorrow when I go live because I'll go by his table. He sets up like I did. He actually owns a print shop and he has 2 fish rooms, one in his house, and now he built another fish room at his print shop. He breeds all kinds of stuff. Brownies suck, but Ohio State's my team. Hey, my wife's a big Baker Mayfield fan. She's an OU fan, though. I'm a Longhorns fan. We are a house divided. But I'm so happy football. Like, moving back to Texas now, I'm 2 hours north of Austin, so I can go hit some Longhorn games. We're 20, 30 minutes from the Cotton Bowl, so when Texas OU weekend comes back, we got the state fair. Ooh, can't wait. Can't wait. Hey, Cat, I'm telling you, there's money out there. Daytime was kind of slow, but you just gotta, I could afford to be out there, so. Oh yeah, we got them down here in the Trinity River. Holy cow. I've caught a couple of them. I have a fishing channel too, but I stopped doing it because I just didn't have time. I couldn't enjoy fishing when I was trying to record, but I've caught a couple gar last year. Yeah, we got some guys here that like they charter to go gar fishing, and these guys put some guys on some monster gar. I mean, we're talking 7-8 foot. Yes, Steve. I follow Corey. I'm actually, I got a bunch of their. I can have that little guy. I have a bunch of aquarium co-op filters in my tanks, and actually, I get a lot of stuff from Corey. I ordered some pumps from him. I've ordered filters. Some of my bigger tanks, I went with a different filter just because they weren't the more coarse ones weren't working for me. But yeah, Corey's got an awesome shop. I'd love to get that beta setup he's got. Holy cow. I wanted to breed betas when I was first started this whole fish business stuff, but I got family in Washington. We might be up that way this summer, actually. We probably will be at some point this summer. Because my brother-in-law, sister-in-law live up there. And my wife's nieces and nephew are all up there, so we'd probably be up there. I got another YouTuber guy, that Capital P, another sport car guy I want to go hang out with too. He's up there near Seattle. Yeah, I almost bought a spotted gar. They had one at the fish store I was at the other day. I'd like to get one, but I don't know. Oh, so yeah, I breed fish and sell them. So I've got, hold on, let me show you. I mean, I'll show you my tank rack right now. Right now, I have guppies, I have endlers, and I have plecos, and then I have my pea puffers. But my pea puffers are just, I just have them. Like, let me see if I can. Let me pull this tablet up. Let me show you guys. Let me see if I can do this. Let me flip it around. This is, I've got. Let me back up because that is my. I've got a tank rack. So right now I have. These are the tanks I have set up. These are all the Pleco babies I have right here. This is one group. This was the first two group I had. So these are where I'm pulling them out of right now. I put them in this tank, out of that tank, so that I can just grab them. But this tank right here, this is the newest batch of babies. You can see them right there along the wall. These are my mutt guppies. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by, Steve. So these are just mutt guppies. I got them off a guy for like $1.50 a piece. So they're just random guppies, and I'll just breed them and breed them and breed them. This tank right here was 4 pregnant females. They were in that tank. If you look closely, you guys can see all the babies that were just born today. There's about probably 30 of them in there. So there's a bunch of new babies in there. Yeah, this is just a rack I got from Sam's Club. This tank has got some more of those, some of the males from the mutt guppies. This tank is just some purple, some purple mystery snails, and my mama for my baby plecos. So I put my mama in here when they have babies, or when she lays the eggs. I take the cave, which is this cave right here. The daddy's inside that cave right there. So I take the cave with the eggs, and I put it in this 10-gallon tank for them to grow out, and then eventually they'll move down here. Let me see. Let me move. Sorry, guys. I got a bunch of stuff in the way, so let me move some stuff around so I can get you guys I can see these other tanks. These right here are half black moon guppies. I got them at the last swap. They've had probably about 20 babies in there now. So there's 2 females, which you can see one right there. She's about to pop. There's another big female right there. She's been popping. So there's 2 groups of babies in here, and there's a couple males in there. So in this tank right here, I have some. These are my half black red rose. I actually got these from Jarden Aquatics. That guy I was telling you about. He's also another YouTuber. And there's 3 babies in here. So there's the male and female, and then there's 3, and then I have some baby plecos. I have baby plecos in every tank to kind of help clean up, but they're hard to find. There's only 3 of them in this tank, because there's only 1 female in there. So, and then this jungle, it's hidden because I've got something. This jungle right here, this is where my pea puffers are at, but that's where my jungle valley is. So it works. It's not the most glorious setup, but it works. I've got 2 pumps. Let me show you. So I've got 2 of these pumps right here. There's one here, and then there's one in the back over here. I've got to move the other one up here, but talk about aquarium co-op. There it is. I've got that big 300-foot line of air tubing, but that right there, that pump has got 8 valves. So all these tanks are being ran by 2 pumps. 2 8-valve pumps. So I haven't fed Recon. I haven't fed them frozen brine. I have live brine shrimp. I have. Here, I'll show you. If you look right, hold on. I can do it this way. Let me flip the camera around. This is a brine shrimp hatchery right here. So I've got fresh baby brine shrimp right there. These are actually, those are hatched already. I'm bubbling them to feed them in the morning. And then I'll start another batch. But So I've been hatching my own baby brine shrimp, man. But I haven't put, I want to grow some out and put them in there with my Pea Puffers. Yeah, I'm all about it. I said I wouldn't mind getting a little, I've seen them, but we've got them here that are, they've got, in the pet stores, they've got some of the baby gar for like, they're like 30, 40 bucks. They've got some Florida gar and they've got some spotted gar, but there's some cool little fish. I wouldn't mind getting, I just don't know how big is they getting in captivity though. Like I know certain fish don't get but so big in captivity, but all right, hold on for a sec. I'm gonna try to share the stream out. Let me see if I can see if I'm gonna try to share this out. There we go. Let me share this live stream out. I'm gonna share it out on Facebook. Let me see. There we go. Let's see if we get some more people in here. I don't know. I got, let me see how many bags I got left. I'm almost done. 1, 2, well, yeah, I think I'm only gonna take 50. I think I almost timed this perfect too. But, how big, Recon, how big is your, yeah. See, that's like my bass. I'm gonna go get a pool. I'm gonna get an above ground pool, and I'm gonna put his little butt in there eventually. Make a pond out of a pool, above ground pool, and put him in there. But like right now, he's like I said, he's almost big enough to get out of that 40 breeder. And well, he's big enough now, but I have a 75 gallon already. I bought it the last Petco $1 per gallon sale. I got it right over here. So I'm actually going to build a new stand, and it's going to give me enough space to move these two 20 longs off the rack, and that'll open up enough space to put 6 more 10-gallon tanks. So I'll have enough to breed some stuff. I want to breed some Pea Puffers, man. I think they're cool. Pea Puffers, you got to have a bunch of them. They say I didn't know that. Like I bought 2, and they were in this 20 long by themselves. But I have the plants that I have in there came with snails, so they pretty much had a supply of food. I just started feeding them baby brine shrimp. I hadn't seen them because that tank is so overgrown. Like I hadn't even seen them in a couple weeks, but I saw them. I cleared that out today. They're kicking. I knew they were alive because they were still eating. I kept finding dead snails or the empty snail shells, but so I knew they were there. But yeah, brine shrimp are awesome. Like I said, these baby these fry and stuff I feed them, when I throw them in the tank, they go nuts. It's like a feeding frenzy. I did a TikTok. If you go to my TikTok, it's the same name. I posted a TikTok. I fed the new fry that I had today that were born. I fed them for the first time, baby brine shrimp, and so you can see them in the tank. But yeah, the one tank I have full of guppies, them jokers, they attack brine shrimp like it was cool. Oh, dang, Joe, I didn't know that yet. So you own part of a business that was on Shark Tank. There you go. Do your thing, man. Yeah, I'm ADHD, so I do all kinds of... I got you, Recon. Well, I tell you what, it's a minute. I'll move it over to YouTube tomorrow. I'll post it because it doesn't have any music, so I can post it on YouTube as a YouTube short, and I'll move it over there and you can see it because there's no music to it, so it won't get flagged for copyright or nothing. That's kind of, I like TikTok. You can put some crazy, they have their own music you can upload to it, but yeah, I'll move it over to tomorrow. I got 2. Come here, get out. I only got room for one of you in here. Ooh, that's a little guy. I might put him back. He's a little too little. Mark Cuban, that's my man. That's my Dallas Mavericks owner. I'd love to be able to pitch a business idea to him. I tag him on all my Twitter posts, hoping one day he'll see it. I'd love to do a deal with Mark Cuban. Like, I don't have any kind of business like that. Like, none of my businesses would ever be like on that level to go on Shark Tank, but you know, you can dream. I get back rocking these t-shirts. I'm getting back to my design side, so get out, buddy. So I'm gonna be back putting designs on Etsy, plus getting these shirts made up. So I got a couple designs that I'm working on for for fundraising. I'm gonna be doing one for my veterans, one for teachers, one for first responders. So I have a little bit of everything on my channel coming up. Like I said, that's why I'm trying to get this monetization done, because that'll help so much, just as far as being able to raise money for different charities and stuff like that with live stream and stuff. But yeah, I've got to slow down. Like we're definitely here for 2 more years. We already told the owner we wanted to rent for 2 more years. We're trying to buy a house, but we wanted to do everything right. We wanted to have a good chunk of money, so if we found a fixer-upper, we could do whatever my wife wants to do to it. Plus, one of the things, if it doesn't have a building already, we plan on putting a building for my fish tanks, my eBay, and my YouTube studio, so that I have place to get loud. Because like right now, my wife, she keeps telling me to be quiet because I'm too loud. Because we have my son. Well, my son's sleeping, and my father-in-law is 83, but he's got dementia, so he's like an 83-year-old toddler. But he wakes up every now and then. But he had us up this morning. He had my wife up this morning at 4 a.m. screaming and yelling. So she said I gotta be quiet. So, but that's what we want to build a bill. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna wait 2 years, and we're trying to buy about at least 5 acres, 2 to 5 acres is what the plan is. But and then I love chickens and cows and farm animal type stuff. So. Get out, buddy. This guy don't want to go in. He doesn't want to go in. I'll put you in by hand, buddy. There you go. There you go. So, like right now, my biggest tank is at 75. Right now, the biggest tank I have set up is my 40 breeder that my bass is in. When I take the bass out and put him in the 75, I'm going to take his 40 breeder and put out in the living room and put all my guppies in. It's going to be, I'm going to put guppies and little blue shrimp. So I'm going to put them in there. I'm going to put some shrimp in my Pea Puffer tank too. I definitely want to get some more tanks though, but like I said, once we buy the place, then I'm gonna actually do it right. I'm gonna have some big bins set up and breed. Like for guppies, I'm gonna put some big. I have some ponds. I just put a 45-gallon pond out back that I'm working on right now. I gotta build the frame and stuff for it, but I'm gonna put 2 more out there, and that's gonna just have some muck guppies. I'm thinking about getting some cool big goldfish. Putting some goldfish in there. Because the goldfish are pretty cool. I want to eventually get a saltwater. That's my dream, is to get a saltwater tank eventually. I definitely want to get a saltwater tank. I've never had one. I've set plenty of them up. I used to work at Petco, and a buddy of mine, we set a couple up at his house, but I've never had one of my own. So my first one's going to be a 10-gallon that I'm going to set up to grow out these brine shrimp. I already plan on doing that. I'm going to set that up as soon as I get this other rack or this other thing, because I'm moving my daughter's desk. My daughter and son's desk is going to go in the living room, because I'm in the game room, and then Oh, that's cool. Yeah, those little fairy filters. Right now, I use sponge filters on all my tanks. I don't know. I got hooked on I love the HOBs, but some of those filters are cool. I had my biggest tank before that was set up was a 55. I had a 55 gallon, and I had a humongous Pacu. I didn't realize how big Pacu would get. Somebody brought it in to Petco, and it was only like, I don't know, it was maybe this big. And so I took it home because we couldn't keep it at the store because it's something we didn't sell, so they didn't have a place to put it. So I took it home, put it in my tank, and holy cow, I didn't realize those things got so big. That thing got massive quick. That was the first like predator fish I ever had, and I loved it. I had a big like shipwreck, big old huge shipwreck that was like 2 pieces in the middle of the tank, and he would knock it over every time he swam by. Like every time he'd rush by chasing other fish, I'm out of fish, but I'm out of fish, so I gotta scoop up a few. I only got a couple more to bag, so I've got to scoop them up individually. Yeah, that guy's big enough. But yeah, that shipwreck, that thing, I had to take it out of the tank. He got so big, and he just kept destroying it. Come here, buddy. Come here, little buddy. Yeah, he's a little guy. Oh yeah, you can if you do some crazy stuff, like I try to do a lot of DIY stuff, like this tank rack. I'm gonna get some LED strips and redo the lighting, because right now I had a bunch of lighting on the individual tanks, and I hung them up underneath the rack, but they're just not really as powerful as I'd want them to be. I have all my lights on a Wi-Fi switch, so my lights go on and off themselves. They're on right now just because I'm bagging fish. Normally they'd go off at 6 o'clock, but I turn them back on. But I can turn them on and off with my phone. But they turn off on automatically. They go on at 10 a.m. and they go off at 6 p.m. So it keeps the algae down. I keep them right at 8 hours. So I don't have a lot of plants that grow in them. The only thing I keep in those tanks, well, the one tank I do the jungle valve, but that stuff, low light, I mean, that stuff growing like weeds without anything. I got 2 left to bag. 2 left. Woohoo! We're getting there. I got to catch 2 more. And that'll be 50 of them bagged. I think I'm going to be good. I want to take some more, but I don't want to bag no more. Let me grab one of these suckers out of here. Come here, buddy. It's kind of like cheating. I just go to the filter, and they're all stuck to the filter. So I just gotta put the net up to the filter and let them fall off. Who else we got in here? Recon's in here. Joe's in here. Somebody else is in here. Who else is in here? Who else is hanging out? I see there's. Oh, never mind. They left. They left. There was 4. Now there's 3. Which one of them's me? I'm in here myself. But that's all right. Like I said, I'm going to go live again. I'm going to go live tomorrow. I don't know when. The show, I said I'm in Texas. The show, the Expo starts at, the VIPs can come in at 10:30. I'm going to be there at like, I'm going to be there at like 9 to set up. It'll take me 5 minutes to set up, but I want to help. I told some other people that are going to be there that need some help setting up. I'm going to help them set up, because like I said, all I have is a board. It is a display board that pops up in 2 seconds. I have a tablecloth to put down and then unload these bags of fish, and I'm not going to put them all out. So a lot of them, I'm going to put out some of them, but I won't put all of them out. What do you mean, what kind of stream? Like, I'm going to go live from the Fish Expo tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to go live from the Fish Expo. Sunday, I don't know what time. I'm going to post it. I'm gonna figure that out. Sunday night I'm going to go live, probably 5 p.m. Central. So 6 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to go live and scratch. I have a book of lottery tickets to scratch. So I have a 75 ticket book. So I want to make a thumbnail for that, and then I want to list it as a live so that some people know about it, because I have a bunch of lottery people lottery groups I can go in and try to get some people to watch that. Ooh, got a nice big one that time. Got one of my big boys. What's funny is some of these tanks, some of these other tanks that I moved, I put 2 baby Plecos in each of my 10-gallon tanks. The ones that are outside of the grow out tank, they're getting huge because they're not having to fight for food. These guys, I put about a half a can of green beans a day in their tank. They just demolish them. They're hungry right now because I didn't feed them. I didn't feed them for the last day or two. I didn't add any food. They have plenty of food in there, but I didn't add any because I didn't want these guys to poop anymore. So I wanted to try to reduce as much waste in the bags as I could. Heck yeah, Joe, I'm down. I tell you what, Joe, I'll bring you on one of my live streams and you can tell it then. You can tell me, you can tell everybody, you can introduce yourself to the world. I'll help you. Like I said, my channel, I'm all about helping. I'm trying to help as many people as I can. That's what it's all about. I'm down to help anybody. But yeah, Joe. I'm definitely intrigued. That bread stuff is cool. All right, I think I am done. Woohoo! All the fishies are bagged. Yes. 50 baby Plecos are bagged and tagged. Well, they're not tagged yet. I got labels, but I put the labels on in the morning. I put the labels on as I bring them out. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's getting hot here. It was 80 degrees here today. Like, it's getting hot here. But we were like, ever since we had that freak snowstorm, it's been wild. Like, it'd go 80 degrees to 50 degrees, 80 degrees to 50 degrees. So yeah. Who else is in the chat? I see Joe and I see Recon. Somebody's lurking. I see you. There's four people showing on the chat. I'm one of them because I'm on my phone and my tablet. So somebody else is in the chat too. Who are you? Who's out there? Who's lurking? Somebody out there sliding and profiling. Who's out there watching? Ooh, I'm exhausted. Where's my G Fuel? Where did I put my drink? I poured me some fresh G Fuel. Oh, here it is. Oh, there you are, Donnie C. Welcome. Welcome. That's a new face. New name. Welcome. You just missed it. I've been bagging up fish. I got a fish expo. I sell, these are baby Plecos. So this is what I've been doing for like the last hour. I don't know how long have I been live. It doesn't show me. 89 minutes. So the last hour and a half. Oh yeah, I can. But you guys up north, like I said, the snowstorm we had, it was freaky just because it came out of nowhere. I just bagged up 50 of them, Donnie. 50 of them. Here, I'll show y'all. I got them bagged up right here. So here's one batch of them right here. There's one tub, and then this tub right here is full of them. And then that tub right there, this tub right here is full of plants. So there are 20 bags of plants that I bagged up earlier. So those are jungle valve. So I will be taking those with me tomorrow to the Fish Expo. Like I said, I'm going to go live at some point. I got some friends. I'm next to some friends' tables. Also another Marine, a retired Marine and his wife. So I'll have my 8-year-old son with me so he can man the table. He's learning the business. but I'll go live on my phone, and then I'll walk you guys around the place and kind of meet some people and let the people tell you guys about them. So it'll be kind of cool, because I don't know. I'm gonna have my GoPro with me as well, so I can record some stuff. Now, where did I do it? There it is. That's my drink right there, G Fuel, baby. Oh yeah, I have some friends up in Buffalo. They're right on the lake, and they get some crazy snow because they're on the lake. It's wild. But yeah, I mean, we didn't have a lot of snow. The problem is here we don't have plows, so they were out with like bucket trucks on the highway, you know, dirt haulers trying to scrape ice up and stuff like. And people here, I've driven this. Now I was stationed in Missouri for 3 years. Snow doesn't bother me. Like, I drive on snow and ice all day long, but I'm careful. Some of these knuckleheads, they were in ditches and wrecking and all kinds of stuff because they were just hauling, you know, balls and freaking trying to get places. And there were so many cars on the side of the road. It was crazy. We had that massive wreck. I'm sure you heard about it up on I-35, which is right north of me, or I-30. It was like a 100-car pileup. That was like 15 minutes from my house. But yeah, Donnie, we don't get usually snow here. I lived here from 89 till 94 when I left for boot camp, and it never snowed here. And then I came home, you know, when I could, but never like this one. It was freak. And it was funny because normally up north, Texas does get some snow. Right in the Panhandle, they get snow often, but we were getting more snow. I'm in Arlington, so we were getting more snow down south of where I'm at than we were up north, which was weird. So it was just a crazy. My mother-in-law, brother-in-law lost power. We didn't lose any power, but we lost internet and cable. So yeah, it was wild. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can adjust this here. This iPad's on a stand, but I can't get it. You might get it to stand up. There we go. That's better. That'll be better. You can see my that fat belly. I gotta go. I got my winter coat, baby. I'll lose a bunch of it in the summer. It starts getting blazing here, 108. My garage is like a damn sauna. I try to get out there and cut wood and stuff to make stuff. Woo, it's hot. But that's the drink right there, G Fuel, baby. I am drinking snow cone. Need to add some more just because I had ice in there and it melted, so it's watered down. It doesn't taste very good right now. Put this down here. Nice, Alabama. I got a good buddy in Alabama. That's where I just moved back to Texas from North Carolina in June, and the last hurricane we evacuated, we went down to my buddy. He's literally on the Pennsylvania-Alabama border. Florida-Alabama border. Like, you literally go out of his neighborhood and take a left, and you're in Florida. Like, he's that close. He actually has a hot dog business in Pensacola, Florida. But when we evacuated the last hurricane, we went down to his place because it was supposed to hit like a Cat 5 or Cat 4. And so we left. That's the only time I'd ever evacuated, but so we left and went down there. So I like Alabama. I got some friends in Nashville, Tennessee too. My dad lives in Yorkville, Illinois, and my brother's in Richmond, Kentucky. They get crazy snow all the time. I don't mind it for a day or two, but that's it. I'm over it after that. I don't like being cold. I'm in flip-flops, see? Flip-flops. I'm in flip-flops. I like my flip-flops. Yeah, it was bad here. People were losing power. So many people losing power, couldn't get, nothing. So like I had to drive. My brother-in-law is about 35 minutes from us up in Dallas. So I had to go get him. It took us 3 days in order to get my mother-in-law to agree for me to come get them. And I rolled up there. It took me about 45 minutes to almost an hour to get up there just because people were just driving crazy and it was still ice out. But I had to go get them because they had no power for 3 days and bring them down here. Just because we never, like I said, we never lost power. I have a generator though, so I wasn't worried about losing power. Obviously it still sucks, but I have a generator to power most stuff. Plus my truck, I've got a 2021 Silverado. It's got the bed of the truck has got a 120 volt outlet, and so does the cab of the truck. So I could have just filled my truck. My truck's a diesel. I could have ran that thing as a generator and ran stuff off of that. So I was good if I needed to be. Oh, nice. Never been to Katy, Texas. I'll be doing some traveling. Like I said, we just moved back here in June from North Carolina. When I retired from the Marine Corps, that's where I was staying, and then I finally made it back home. I'm about 15 minutes from Cowboy Stadium. I'm you literally go out of my neighborhood, take a left on Collins, and just go 10 minutes up the road, and I'm at Cowboy Stadium. It's nice. It's funny because I have my tablet up here, and my phone's down here, and I can see the delay. It's live on my tablet, but down on the phone I can see how big of a delay there is, but that's all good. But I definitely appreciate y'all coming out. I'm gonna wrap this up because it's 11:30 here and I gotta get up early. Jonathan, what's up? That's my wood brother right there. Jonathan, just catching me, man. I'm about to get off here. Oh yeah. There's definitely some badasses. I love Marine Corps martial arts. I came in when when I first came in the Marine Corps in '94. It was called hand-to-hand combat, and then they turned it into the Marine Corps martial arts program, which I like it because I'm a big UFC mixed martial arts fan. So like that just kind of renovated. We're doing a lot of the same stuff that you see on TV. They teach it to us, and so yes, I will be live tomorrow. Like I said, the Expo starts at 10:30. I might go live. I might bring my tablet with me because I have power. I'll bring some extension cords. Jonathan, today it was like 80, 85. It's getting warm now. It'll get blazing here in the next month. It will get blazing, but I'll be live tomorrow. Like I said, sometime I might even just set my tablet up live from the table and hang out with you guys while I'm doing business. I could turn y'all around every now and then and watch it. Yeah, I will, Joe. I'll definitely do that. As I said, this was unplanned. I finally realized today they finally turned it on to where I can go live mobile because I hit the 1,000 subscribers a week and a half ago, but it took a little while for them to kick in the go live on the mobile. So I was like, well, I'm bagging stuff, so I just did this on a whim. I was like, I'm gonna go live and just see if anybody comes and hangs out. But tomorrow I'll go live. I'll post it. I'll set it up to go live at, let's say, I don't know, we'll say 11 a.m. Central. I'll set it up right when I get off here to go live from the Expo, and then 11 o'clock is when it opens for everybody. So then I'll just go live and yes, Joey, you got to tell that story, man. I'm telling you, you got to tell people that story. That will be an awesome. Do it, even if you got to break it into parts. You know, do it. Show them what you do, man. Show them the hustle. That's why I said. That's why I changed my name to the Jarhead Entrepreneur so I can show different things. Because like I said, I do crafting, t-shirts, I do woodwork, I do freaking fish now, I do sport cards, I do lottery tickets. I do a little bit of everything. My hustle's, I'm getting back into the crafting, so I'll be showing tumblers. I'll be showing how I cut decals. A little bit of everything. I'm gonna go on eBay. Now I don't sell on Amazon, but eventually I'm eventually gonna go that route. So maybe I can share that journey on how to do it. A lot of my stuff I want to gear towards beginners, just because I know when I started. Yeah, John, tell him, John. I make some decals now. I can make some decal. Like I said, I'm getting more back into the design side. I love graphic design. I did graphic design stuff in high school back before it was all digital. Before a lot of the program, I mean, it was Photoshop back then too, but I wasn't as crazy into it as I am now. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna work more on the design side as well, putting out new T-shirt designs. Like I said, a lot of my stuff is going to be to help others, charities. I want to give back to my veterans, definitely. So the Semper Fi Fund is going to be a huge driving point for things that I do. I'm going to build, like I said, I lost my good buddy in Afghanistan. So a lot of stuff I do is attribute to him as well. On my T-shirts, I will have a flag that will have in memory of Staff Sergeant Jonathan D. Davis on the sleeves. So that will be on every shirt I sell. So he will definitely be with us with that. I had my Camaro was a show car set up for him. I traded it in for my truck just because I needed a truck, and like I said, we're trying to put ourselves in a position to buy a house, and we were so upside down in the Camaro, it just made sense to trade it in for a truck since we needed it, and so I let it go. But I still have a lot of the pieces off of it. But I definitely thank y'all for coming, Recon, Jonathan, Joe, Donnie. Nice to meet you guys. Spread the word. Like I said, I'm gonna go live. Look for the link. I'm gonna go live tomorrow, and I'll be live again on Sunday. Sunday I'll be scratching lottery tickets, so I'll be on for a few hours because that's 75 tickets. It's gonna take me a little bit to do it. So I appreciate y'all. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.